Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Ritza and today we got another video, as you guys can see. I just came from the gym. The time is 10:22 and it's a Saturday and I am feeling so good. You guys, the importance of working out. Like, I feel like when you get out of the mindset and when you stop focusing on how you're feeling in that moment, it just expands the workout and you feel so much better than you did before. Like, the past week, my workouts every single day, I felt so super good after working out. And I know sometimes it could be intimidating or whatever. I used to be so focused on what other people were thinking about me, but in reality, nobody's focused on you running, you know. And even at the gym, like, sometimes you get intimidated by going to the gym by yourself because also just certain reasons. Maybe you're not as active as the other people or whatever. But don't pay attention to that. Like, get out of yourself, right? Get out of yourself and just do what you gotta do. Cause I promise you, in the long run, it feels so good. Like, it will do you very good, and it'll be so good for your kids and their kids and da 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 da. Establishing generational wealth starts with you, my dude, my girl, whoever you are. Like, it starts with you, and let that be a motivation. Even if you're not exactly doing it for yourself, do it for your kids. Be healthy for your kids. Sometimes people feel like eating healthy is like expensive, but in reality it's not. Like, people will go to McDonald's every single day and buy a 2 for $3 of fries and McChicken. Is it called a McChicken? I don't know. McChicken sandwich. If you go to McDonald's every single day and buy a 2 for $3 fries and a McChicken every single day for 7 days, that's over $21, right? You could literally, let me put y'all on something. You could literally go to Walmart, buy a 3-pack of peppers, and buy some brown rice, and then buy chicken, and then some seasonings, and all that will cost you under $10. Trust me, I've done it. It costs you less than $10. So you're actually saving over $11 if you just go to the store. And you could literally invest that over $11 and then use that $11 to add value to your assets. You could invest it in stocks, trades, whatever you want to do, instead of going to McDonald's, Wendy's, Subway. You could literally save so much money. I know it's easier said than done, but you really gotta just push. You have to gain that discipline. Cause me, I stay craving fries, but in those moments, I just gotta be like, Going to McDonald's and buying fries is more of a liability than an asset, because later on, because eating fries isn't even good for your health, and 2, in the long run, feeding your craving of French fries will take a toll on your health, and you do not want to be 30 years old having a heart attack. And I know, sounds dramatic, but one thing that can motivate you and like help you stray away from that is telling yourself that I am worth it. I don't need your fast food. It might taste good, but I don't need that. I am better than this. I want to be healthy. Trust me, babies. You deserve it. Believe it. You deserve it. You deserve every good thing, and it starts with you and your health. So do one thing to make tomorrow better, and try to keep your space pure and surround yourself with good people, and not people who judge you, not people who tell you you stink when you know you smell good, not no hypocrites. Because baby, you will start thinking like those hypocrites, and then you will start talking to people just like that. You deserve more, bruh. I'ma just say that you deserve so much more. I don't care if anybody told you that you were crap or you're shit when you thought that you were a princess. Bitch, if you don't go and be yourself and love yourself and stray away from them. Because one thing I always say, if anybody ever says like you're shit, you freaking tell yourself that I am not shit, but I am the shit. Okay? I am all that in a bag of chips. Baby. I am all that in a bag of chips. And one, it increases your confidence. Two, you feel good about yourself. And three, you know that you're all that in a bag of chips. Seriously. But right now I feel really good. I am literally stretching because I am sore. This is probably the second week in a row where I've gone to the gym the whole week. Like, working out feels so good. And sometimes, like, while working out, you hear into your head. That's why sometimes it's good to like stray away from the music that you're listening to for a minute or just for 20 minutes and listen to a podcast and just absorb everything that they're saying in the podcast. Because bro, and let me put y'all on. Like, let me put y'all on real quick to like 2 podcasts that I started listening to. So I listened to Jay Shetty. He says that he's the #1 mental health podcast, which he probably is. I don't know, but and also the Mindset Mentor. The Mindset Mentor is dope, and he's so authentic, and he keeps it real, and he says some really good stuff. Listen to something that adds value to you. When I wake up, the first thing I see are these right here. And it's just motivation to keep on going. Dream big, y'all. There is absolutely nothing that is too big for you. You could accomplish anything, bro. Not be at the place where like I could be like, I'm a millionaire, I'm a multi-millionaire, I have $1 million in the bank. I don't have it like that yet, but I tell myself every single day that I am a millionaire and I am wealthy, and my wealth surpasses my money at all times. The wealth. And wealth has nothing to do with money. Wealth has to do with contentment. Wealth has to do with knowledge. Wealth has to do with action. Your health, not money. If you guys ever go into like learning the systems of money, you'll just learn that money is not all that in a bag of chips. When you come to a place where you feel like you deserve more, I promise you, nothing can stop you. And just believe that you deserve more. And if you're in a toxic household, take your first chance to get out of that house. And it could be through college, it could be through anything. Literally, because my route was through college. That was the only way I would get out of my parents' house. And I took that first chance. And I wasn't like, I'm not even gonna lie, like I was one of those people who was in the box where I thought that college was the only way. But I thank God. I tell you, when God is real, like God is awesome. But I'll never forget this. 2 years ago, I was in a really dark spot and stuff, and I've never said this to anybody, so you guys are like literally the first people who hear this. But I was in a really dark place, and I'm telling you, dark. I'm talking about like thinking about like suicide and stuff. I've never said anything, talk to anybody about this, but 2 years, it was a really dark spot. I was in a dark place. I was at a job I hated. I was in college doing 5 courses. I didn't see like why I was in college or anything. And then I'll never forget this. On my birthday, I was at church, and 2 ladies walked up to me. They didn't know my name or anything. And it was after church, and after church I used to like sit in the like where I sat. So I sat in the back row in the corner every Sunday, and I waited for my brother until he was done doing whatever he was doing, because he was like an usher or whatever, or he still is an usher. But like the first lady, she walked up to me and she was like, I've been thinking about you all week. Because, like, everybody, like, one thing about me is people would always see me, but they wouldn't hear a word from me. Pretty much the first person who came up to me, and she walked up to me and she was like, I was thinking about you all week. And she gave me this book, which is right here. And this was on my birthday, and I promise God does everything at the right time. The first thing in the book that she gave me that I read was says, my princess, my chosen one. I chose you before the foundation of the earth to be my princess. You are royalty even when you don't feel like a princess. I will wait for you until you are ready to start living the amazing plans I have for you. I know you don't know where to begin or how to become what I've called you to be, so let me teach you day by day. Start by recognizing who I am, King of kings and Lord of lords, the lover of your soul. When the two of us meet alone every day, I will show you how to let go of the things in your life that are holding you back from the blessings I want to give to you. Remember, my child, just as I chosen you, I have given you a choice to represent me to the world. If you're willing, I am here to give you all you need to complete your calling. Love your King and Lord who chose you. And I broke down crying because when I tell you, being in the dark spot isn't easy. And people talk about depressions. Like, people sometimes feel like, bro, you're okay. You could just be all right. But when you're in a certain mindset, it's really hard to take or to change your mind. And it's tough. Anybody out there who is really struggling, just hold on. Just go day by day. I promise you. Things will change. People will come into your life. But you better open your heart to receive love. And that's all I gotta say. When I read that, it was just the love that I felt in that moment was, I've never felt it before. Not by a parent, not by anybody. That was the first thing I read in that book. And then the second person who came up to me, her name is Grace. And she literally walked up to me and she was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, good. And me at that time, I've always like been like, good. Like, you wouldn't be able to see if I was going through anything. And she literally walked up to me and she was like, I feel like the Lord's been showing me that you've been in a really dark spot, thinking about suicide and stuff. And I was like, oh, what the freak? I was literally like, God is real. At that moment, he really is real. She was like, what's going on? And I was telling her like about my house situation and stuff like that. And moment was like really life-changing, and she actually introduced to me like, hey, maybe a good idea would be for you to move. Like, when she asked me, when are you graduating with your associates? So I told her when I was graduating, and she was like, that would be the perfect time to move. And after her telling me that, I was like, yeah. But once I got home, I was like, this is not possible. And look at me now. I might not be in a huge apartment or like a huge mansion or anything, but I am where I need to be right now. And just like I am where I need to be, you are where you need to be as well. And embrace it. And sometimes it's hard to embrace it, but you gotta just take it in. And always have a plan on moving. Because if you want to move and get out of a toxic household, let me tell you what I did. And if you're blessed to have a job and your parents let you have a job and keep all the money that you have to yourself and only ask you for like a couple dollars, here's what I did. So I didn't make a lot of money. Like, I really didn't make a lot of money. But and the only bills I had to pay was my car insurance and like give money for groceries. So what I did was, instead of focusing on buying a whole lot of shoes or whatever, I didn't do that. But what I did was I saved majority of the money, and I literally only took out like $200 every month until I knew for sure that I was moving. So I saved up all that money, and my mom always, bro, literally always looked at me sideways because I was like, it wasn't, I wasn't even being cheap, but like, cheap. Like, she always looked at me sideways because I wouldn't spend my money on things that I wanted. Because I know, like, I know certain things that I want and I know what I need. Like, half of the stuff I have here is, I don't need them, but I wanted them, so I got them at the time that I could afford it. So pretty much I saved up all my money. I put some money into stock market or whatever. Save your money. Doesn't matter whether you're working minimum wage or not. I was working minimum wage, but through that process I learned that I was worth more than working for somebody. Because at the end of the day, an employer will not pay you what you're worth. A human mind is a powerful thing, and a human is capable of doing anything. So of course, your job will never pay you what you deserve. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember that you are beautiful, you are blessed. Never settle for less. Love yourself, know your worth, dream big, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in stone.